Hi there YouTube friends, Kalos Arisate, and welcome back to Mom's Greek Kitchen, the channel where I teach you my mom's Greek recipes in her memory. Today we're making a vegetable side dish. We're doing green beans. We're doing Fasolakia fresca, or just Fasolakia. Fasolakia. Fasolakia fresca. It's green beans cooked with onions and tomato paste and parsley. It's actually very tasty, very simple, but very tasty. And come into the kitchen with me and I'll show you how to put it together. Alright, we're ready to start our Fasolakia fresca. So I got some green beans here. I got the French green beans, so they're quite thin and tender. So in this case I'm just going to tip and tail them. If they were more of your garden variety bean, or if they were an older bean, you'd want to split them down the middle. But basically all we're going to do is take a knife and pull the vein, if there is one, on either side. So you just cut the tip off. These don't really have a vein. Yeah, these are pretty tender, so they just need to be tipped and tailed. Normally, if you look at a bean, there's a line running down the side, and each kind of bean has one. Sometimes that string is a little tough, and you want to pull those out. And you basically just run it down, you just pull and it comes off. But I'm just going to go and tip and tail all of these, and I will be back with our next step. Alright, we're ready for the next step. So I've tipped and tailed all my beans, so I have a nice little pile here. I'm going to add our onion. So I have one large onion that's finely diced. I've got a handful of parsley, finely chopped, not too finely, but chopped. This is Italian parsley, but you can use regular curly parsley as well. This is a can of tomato paste, one of the small cans, 6 ounces. We're going to add some olive oil, about a 1/4 cup. Some salt and pepper. And a little bit of water, just enough to sort of wet the bottom. And then we're going to turn up our burner. We're going to bring it to a boil. We're going to mix it well, and then we're going to reduce the heat and simmer it covered, stirring occasionally until they're tender. And that's basically it. Basically one and done. All the ingredients go in together. Maybe just a little bit of water more. The beans and the onion will release a lot of liquid, so you don't need a lot to start with. And at the end you'll have something slightly saucy. It won't be very wet, but it will have enough to like dip your bread in and stuff like that. And they will be nice and tender. If they are more of the garden variety, or the ones where you split, they will break apart a bit more than these ones will, because these are whole, they're not split at all. They may not at all when they're cooked. Escapee! Escapee! Just a little bit more water. I'm thinking it's about a cup that I've added all together. Yeah, that's better. It needs a little liquid so it doesn't burn until it starts to release the liquid from the beans and stuff. Alright, we're boiling nicely. I'm going to turn my heat down to a medium. I'm going to cover and I'm going to let them simmer. Oops. Try that again. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to let them simmer for about 15-20 minutes, checking them on occasion to see how they are coming. When they're tender, they're basically done. And I'll be back to show you sort of midway maybe, and I will see you later. Alright, let's check on our beans. There we go. Cooking away nicely. Our sauce is thickening. You can do this with fresh tomato instead of tomato paste. Just sort of puree your tomato first. Sorry. You can puree the tomato or cut it up really finely and add it to your beans, and it will cook down as well. Mom would do that a lot when the garden was producing quite a bit. So beans and tomatoes and all that kind of stuff were things that Mom would grow, so of course she would cook them together. The sauce will be a little thinner, but still quite tasty. Alright, these got a few minutes to go yet. So I'll be back at the end to show you how you're doing. Alright, let's check our beans, our Fasolakia. Well, they're looking good. Our sauce has reduced down. And our beans look like they're pretty tender. Alright, I'm going to give them a quick toss. Nice and tender, very tasty. They got a nice, they have a really nice flavor. For as simple as the recipe is, it's really quite, it changes the beans a lot. And this is a great side dish. We're having it tonight with moussaka and some tara masalata and a few other things. So this will be our vegetable and another dish on our table. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try this. It's like I said, really easy, very tasty. Turn this off. It's a great addition to your repertoire. Alright, so please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please let your friends know about the channel. Share the wealth. And I will see you next time with another recipe. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.